path of a righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger for those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it back. It's a little hoodlum, but I always been a classy act. If it ain't paying, then what's the point in laughing back? We move in silence, peace or violence, if it's that, it's that. Easy E and my boy Holla got me sporting black on black. There I go, switching the flow of things like I control the scene. I hit my shoulder lean, they used to skip me and now they notice me. If you want my undivided, then you pay the open fee. Check the debt, I showed respect and now I feel it's owed to me. We bout action, I ain't known to speak, just putting over tea. I got a dream that my babies know respect the old of me. That's the difference being a king with just the look, we know the sheep. Life's a game to these cowards, when we see him you know it's beef. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it back.
Spilled blood for this shit. From the mud ain't call it quits. Lost loved ones. Niggas selling dog to pay the rent. Double up cause you spent. Double cup get you bent. Yeah, let the record spin like.
They wanna see me down, I just wanna be there. Don't wanna fuck around, I just wanna be brave. Ain't all I know is gone, I think this is not fair. Hey, I ain't right my wrong, got it speed in my leg. We on the go, one thing for sure. You know the crowd, there's a miracle. We on the go, one thing for sure. You know the crowd, there's a miracle. I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, yeah, first of all it, yeah, first of all it. First I'm a legend. I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, yeah, first of all it, yeah, first of all it. First I'm a legend.
Can't nobody see the vision for you, gotta paint it all by yourself. Nobody there when it falls down, got back up like a well, still I prevail. Fuck what they saying, I done failed so many times, I ain't tripping off what they feel. No, master of my craft, I'm in the grind and I know too well. Trying to remind me I ain't shit. Every time we pull up, we shining all up in this bitch. Little fucked up when I think about it, makes me sick. Aw shit, did it again, made them feel something too real. Goddamn, I can't win. Like every time I'm going in, they rather see us dead than ballin'. Reality keeps phoning in, I'm calling. Trying to reach you, you sleeping, I'm off it. Trying to reach you, you sleeping, I'm off it. Getting better with time.
I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, yeah, first of all it, yeah, first of all it. First I'm a legend. I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, yeah, first of all it, yeah, first of all it. First I'm a legend.
for this shit. From the mud, ain't call it quits. Lost loved ones, niggas selling dog to pay the rent. Double up, cause you spent. Double cup, get you bent. Yeah, let the record spin like.
They don't like me, I can see it. I ain't tripping, that's all gravy with me. I used to do it for the free, but now these niggas gotta pay for features. If they decline, I just let it rock. Cause do I look like I need these niggas? I do everything on my own. I ain't paving my way to the throne. I'm not cocky, you reading me wrong. Pulled up to the stool and I had to hop on, cause Doomy was taking us home. Now I see they taking offense, but last year they was riding the shit. Oh man, please pick a side. I done seen niggas switch up sides so many times, can't believe my eyes. But back when everything was improvised, it wasn't loving the city. But now it's Dax and Huz, cause they see I'm the one and they all fucking with me. Funny how things switch, them tables always gonna turn. You know we always lit. Whenever they ask who putting it on for the city, it's always us.
I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, first of all, first I'm a legend. I know they ain't fucking with me, but I'ma be on my shit. Yeah, first of all, first I'm a legend.
I don't forget, they praying but we never slowing down. I don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. I don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. I don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget. Work the rope to that scene broken. Stay scheming, we been working in deep waters, it gets murky. I G got these holsters full double taps like Vada, tail whipping and all of that. Need a black like Battle Cat, buy an ounce and roll half of that. Men drop after drop. If the label wanna sit down, gotta pull up with the knots. I ain't giving out no discount, gotta get it while it's hot. They finna fly, go be the top. It's the duo with the rock.
We don't stick to routine, 100% we've been handling things. Get to the bag any means, sicker than COVID and bitch, I don't need a vaccine. Yeah, flat line, we killing shit, they cadavers. Can't no one do what we do, I got more bars than a tavern. They try to copy the gap.
They praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget.
Fuck you forever, I'm doing better, I'm on a new endeavors, bullet shoot through your sweater, hit her with two Berettas, might give a loop for pleasure, we done been through some pressure, I can get too aggressive, it got no class, it's a new semester, I'm the new professor, school in session, shooting weapons, like it get too depressing, might need some new direction, if I run up in, how might use protection, I spray up your ass stick, might pay for the casket, I piss in your ashes, bitches and headaches, go get me your aspirin, bitches be nagging, I'm an assassin, we get to clashing, you ain't not lasting, niggas be capping, I am the captain, off of this head, my niggas go clap them, yeah. Fuck the small talk, nigga, cut the check and let the wolves eat like with a supper red. And if it's disrespect, my niggas cut your neck like that.
They praying, but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying, but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget.
Can I speak to me direct? You gon' have to hit execs. You gon' have to run deposits. You gon' have to come with options. You gon' have to show me something. Back in the day we were mobbing. We were burning in a Honda. Now we eat at Benihana. Run for the rent like I'm Jordan or Sonic. I got that drip like the Sonic. Like it, I see it, I copy. That's how it is when you got it. Fresh out the plastic, I'm on it. jump out the fire, I'm popping. I run up the numbers, no stopping. This feel like a victory lap. I'm winning either way you call it, little nigga. Dog, these niggas tweaking, I can't help the feeling. I'm living my life like a road man. But I do not play with my nose, I just stuck to the code, run it up with the whole fam. Looney sent the pack, I run it down, then I'm jigging and doing my whole dance. I call my shooter, they pull up, they hop out, they light up the block like it's Rosecrans.
You know what time it is, minute after 8, right on time, the album, coming out November 3rd. Welcome to Mike Masters Cypher 2. We outside, baby.
Bars, let's go.
Let's go. Ogden, Mike Masters. Check the Cypher out.
Here's the deal, I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm just excellent.
Right out the gate, no shake, let me bake. When I wake, need a new pack. When I get to rolling, I'm going fast. Some call it a problem, but I call it a knack. Rhyme with a cougar in the car, where she at? I don't know, perfect timing, we back. Telling me I'm not on fire, but they liars. Why am I running around all on the track? Some said the flow, oh, but they betting on this man, didn't know how I react. First thing I did was get up and work till it hurt the vertebrae snap crack. We need more stacks in order to get that. Indeed, I'm on my job throwing rats. Consider the fact that hustling's just what I do. Shout out to Mattress Mac. Back on my rock star shit, swinging the axe at they neck if they disagree. They thinking go sweet, but that Jiggy fuel, honestly. A monster see red, the bullet it bang. Giving out wings, they feel heavenly. Wait till the cipher leak. I keep telling these people I'ma need y'all to keep that same energy. Profound emotion, coasting, you know it's whole town on the beanie. Playing the game, GTA cheat, got it back on, boy, this shit too easy. Before I leave, I need to speak my piece, rest easy, Londeezy. And I'ma see that TV screen, little, I love you, Feeny.
What's up, Tammy's 801, catch me on YouTube, talking shit, Tuesdays, Mike Masters, Cypher, Bars, let's go, 801. First to last, no in between. Ricky Bobby know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. Jimmy get rock the kick 16s. Pull around to the blistering. Pulled up to shine, I'm glistening. You came to hate, it's sickening. A lot of y'all are my mini-me's. No, it's not a mystery. While most of y'all are dissing me. Y'all wanna rewrite history, but when I die, you be missing me. I promise that these honest raps are all I had to give. Not enough, well, tough luck, cause I'm out of fucks to give. Now, you can find him and Cheryl like a villain. White folks, we be illin', whiskey spillin', everybody feelin' the vibe. Yeah, let's ride. When I'm on the mic, I can't be denied. Let's see where the universe going tonight. My rhymes are fresh like it was ice water. Killing all you pests like I'm a fly swallow. Big dark heavens with your baby's mama. Not the bad guy, she the one that holler. But didn't see a collar, so why you even bothering to holler at me? My point exactly. Don't be mad at me, yo, she for the streets. Been there before, she stay in the sheets. Tabula rasa, need a blank thing. Think it's about time I say peace out, thanks.
Hey, you know what it is. K-Town and Lay Down. Quinker, what up? Mike Masters, what up? You see we outside. Yeah. Hey, you know it's the... Yeah, hey, the champ of the people. On the front lines, you cannot be feeble. Mama said go get the medal, but watch where you pedal. The world could be very deceitful. They treated me shady, done seen it all, so don't shit amaze me. Charge on the dude, you know what it do. The kid at the table, I'm talking all crazy. Cross what I love, you go missing in action. These herbs really irk like tripping and Madden. Across the way, they chitting and chatting. Up in your face, they this and they that, and there's only one me under the sun. Ain't been the type to see demons and run. We really them kids, you know what it is. My code name in here is the number one. Okay, I'm done.
Bars, let's go.
Yeah, Mike Master, shout out to Gabino, without an M, F Doogie, S-E-M, what? Coordinate, orchestrate my thoughts. Before things thicken, I'ma formulate a plot. All those voices in my head, well, I already made them stop. You can't think of me without thinking that homie ain't gon' flop, no way. Okay, I'll give it to you. Won't change the bigger issues. Capture your imagination. War paint, feeling wishful soulmate. Instrumental ever since the get, don't forget. Yeah, it's been beneficial, self-expression music. We've been moving pens and pencils. Metamucil, keep supplementing. This is what we give you. Exceptionally gifted, technically proficient. Look, everything's against you, so imagine my relief. So many crummy rappers, where's the vacuums? It's my masterpiece. Usually an enthusiast, but as of late, half asleep. Dookie and his buffoonery screws loose. It's maddening, quite candid. Superlative, we're Mike Masters.
Bars, let's go.
Bars, let's go. Mike Masters Cypher. Looney got the tunes on the beat. It's VZ Valcone, the white tarantula. Tim Curry with devil horns, I'm legendary. Lost minds, I toss rhymes like Hail Marys. Y'all might catch a beating for beef with the bleak Cretin. A beat heathen, soaked in gasoline. I'm a heat seeker. My claim to fame is kicking flame like I was Fei Long. So if you face me in a battle, then it's game on. Kona lyricist, y'all just filet mignon. I get it grilling in this bitch. The chef is cooking like Raekwon. Bringing the heat, thumbing the beat, kicking the rhythm and spitting the wisdom I preach. Speak on a verse like I was a priest, but I got the mark of the beast. Believe y'all better call the police. I'm creeping. One of the 6 MCs we demons. Kill 'em, motherfuckers. Just give me a reason, please. Cause it seems to me these MCs looking like a lunch. Call Valcone the new Jim Jones, cause I'ma eat 'em with a punch. Leave 'em bloody, rotten, beaten in a 6th state of decay. Yeah, the devil came to play from the state of the 666 graves.
Spades, 5P, AD, easy. Spell my shit right. Okay, I'm spazzing on the track, quick attack, gotta get it in. Master of the liquid sword, blasting enemies and friends. You know what it is, this is hip-hop. MCs can get dropped, fresh on the scene like when new kicks get dropped. Fuck it though, I'm unruly the way I'm doing this music. Abusive, leaving contusions, I mean the cadence feel loony. It's like I'm spraying the Uzi. Spades, it's conclusively the greatest to do it. Hold up, I think I need to slow it down. So profound, slight white lotus sound. Oh no doubt, gold soul throw the crown. Fuck that. I'm just trying to be the coldest out. Blow. They be hating on my East Coast style. Wu-Tang. Whose name coming next on the food chain? I'm too focused. Get smoked, bitch. I'm too potent. My dopeness a new strain.
Gabino, Grhymes, Mike Masters, Mr. Benny Records. We out here. Bars, let's go. Looney got the tunes. I said, I'ma do it for the region. Disrespect for no reason. Tomato can Mona Lisa. I've turned into Ebenezer. Ugh. Fuck a gift, you cold. I'm bringing heaters. I'm told you 10 toes down. Let's tag a me. Speak it, yeah. My whole life feel like that house that Jack built. Out here surprising the league. Walking with jazz skills. Cashfield. One if you want a savant pass skill. 100K rhyme a pass on. Wonder how pass feel. Gabino, Grhymes. What the fuck are we talking about? Cypher season is easy when bars is all you breathing out. The big chiefs outside running these Travis Kelce routes. See you on IG Live, we don't need the cloud. Changes are clear.
Dopeness a new.
All right, y'all, what's good? What is good? I see already in the chat, Spades and Hemis. Hemis, what's up, man? Your video with Eli Ace is going to be dropping to members, I believe, tonight. So there's that. I just started off with a quick little fucking update. Welcome back, y'all. My name is Gabino. Grhymes episode Who Gives a Fuck of Run It Back. We are here. We are live. We are active. Salt Lake City, Utah is the home base. Mike Masters Alliance at Mike Masters 801 on everything. Make sure to go cop the Mountain West Showdown 7 VOD is still available on UtahRapper.com. It looks like I'm like a little behind. Let's see. Wonder if that helps. Check. Am I delaying pretty hard? I don't know if I'm delaying. Let me know if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear the
He's on fire!
Soundboard? Before we get any further, I want to make sure that we're all good. Can we hear the soundboard?
He's on fire!
Is it echoing? It's good. Can hear it. Okay. Well, we're going to keep it moving then. All right.
Again, Mountain West Showdown 7, the VOD still available, UtahRapper.com. You're not only supporting the league, but you're supporting your favorite battler. We will put the link here for you to be able to go and check that out. Right-click it and put it into another tab so that you can go back to it later if you've not already seen it. This event was clean, pristine. The sound is clear as day, is beautiful, and we are very proud of it. And all the battlers that were a part have been so gracious in making sure to continue to, I don't know, get their half of the pie, when it comes to the revenue that comes back from it. So be sure to click that link. Appreciate y'all. We will remove that banner now. All right. Okay, as we do every show, every single show, y'all. I can't see. Oh, yeah, I can see. All right. I do see that there's a few likes already on Facebook. Well, you guys know the drill. Like the video and share it out. We'll wait. Also, it's free. All right, cool. Appreciate you guys. All right. Well, how is everyone doing? It's been a good week. It's been a fun week since last Wednesday. And last Wednesday was really cool with the entire Friends of Friends mixer. That was cool. Unfortunately, I was way under the weather. More than I thought. After Wednesday, my voice was out for Thursday and Friday. I'm so glad that it didn't hit me on Wednesday, because I would have not, first off, not been able to do the speech. Second, not been able to do run it back. But you can clearly tell that I'm still dealing with some sinus pressure. So I don't know if anyone else has been out there ill, but I hope you get well, or someone that has been going through it. I know that I have been. All right. So this is a crazy week, man. Already in battle rap 1, power moves. I'm gonna just let everyone know what we're gonna talk about today. We have power moves from Hitman Holla that obviously had a ton of heavy hitters. We'll go into that. We'll go over some of the gossip that's coming that derived out of power moves. That involved Unkle Raw, Hitman Holla, and Vada Fly. And I'm just going to touch a little bit on the video that Mike P did, today. Was it today or yesterday? Today. And yeah, it's just moving through the culture, man. There's a lot of folks that are speaking about it, and we'll talk about it. And then, damn, dog. It would be weird if I didn't speak about it, because it's crazy. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul this Friday. We'll talk a little bit about it. I'm just going to speak briefly on it. And then we're going to get into a couple of things that I think are relevant to the fact that we're going to be watching the battle between Shox the Rebel and Soul, presented by Dope Flop, that Cammy suggested on Twitter today. I had asked Twitter, hey, which highly contested battles between the culture are, are battles that have not been, really like scored on or what have you. And so we're going to use the scorecard for that. But in anticipation of that, how important is your prep in a battle? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about, can the crowd sway a decision in a judged battle, and then segue it into why the scorecard system has been set up the way that it is, just to, talk into the offsite piece and all that. So got a packed house today. Appreciate you guys back being in here. All right, man. Shit. Let's start here. Okay. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Let's talk about the fight that we didn't know we needed but can't look away from. It's like fucking a car crash that you just can't look away from fucking a Ferrari and a goddamn tricycle or some shit. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, y'all. It's going down Friday on Netflix. Now, I'll be extra real. I'm pulling for Iron Mike Tyson to win. All right, that's where I'm at. Okay, so that's where my headspace is at about who I want to win. But obviously, let's face it, the fact that this fight is even happening feels like, for me at least, that the universe is trolling us to some degree. And that's something that coincides with Jake Paul saying that this fight derived from an ayahuasca trip and he willed it into fruition. Hey, good on ya. We didn't need it, but all good since it's here. First thing is first for me. Why is it's like so ridiculous to me. Why is Jake Paul really stepping into the ring with a man who wants 8 people for breakfast? You know what I mean? I'm talking about the guy, Mike Tyson. He said, what did he say? I want to eat his children. Eat. Like, Jake, buddy, this isn't KSI, you know? Is it Psy? No, it's KSI, right? Yeah. Or, you know, Nate Robinson. Also, peace to Nate Robinson because he's going through a lot right now. But he's, you know, Mike Tyson is not a retired basketball player. This is a dude that they, for real, would put in chains before, like, letting him go into the ring and shit. I don't know what you're thinking. Like, you're about to hit him with what? Like a super duper YouTube left hook or some shit. Mike's going to have, dude, can you imagine X or Twitter, whatever, that Mike Tyson's going to have that shit trending for, like, all the wrong reasons, you know? As far as, like, a right hook that, what if Jake Paul, like, throws up in the ring or some shit? Because Mike Tyson's power, let's talk his power, because Roy Jones spoke about it from their exhibition. Was it 4 years? It was in 2020, right? Or 2022, one of the two. Yeah. Either way, Roy Jones spoke into the fact that he still has power, that Mike Tyson still has a ton of power, and obviously isn't, you know, moving the way that he used to or whatever the case is, but he still has power. Still, like, registered weapons type of shit, you know? The man's 58, you know? And fucking is still hitting harder than, I don't know, dog. Just hitting hard, dog. He still hits hard. I saw a clip of him hitting the pads the other day, and from their in-ring sparring, or not sparring sessions, but like training sessions today. And even the pads fucking were reconsidering some of their life choices. He did look like, obviously he's 58. So I want to make that clear too. But what are people really expecting? I mean, like 40 years ago, he was 18, and that's just a different person, you know? And then you saw Jake hitting the pads, and he had the red, I don't know what the fucking wig was, but he had a red wig on, had something on it. I'm sure it had something to do with anime or something. I'm sure it was. Maybe I'm not even. Maybe I'm too dumb to not even understand what the fuck that was, but he just looked very pedestrian, Jake Paul, you know? And maybe that's what he was trying to do, like being in that atmosphere, just like in a public display or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if Jake's got confidence or if he's delusional or outside of the marketing aspect of it. I mean, to be real, don't get me wrong. Obviously, Jake's got confidence, okay? But that's like confidence of like a toddler walking into a goddamn bear or lion's den or some shit, you know? And just seeing it like, oh, you guys want to cuddle? I think of my son when he thinks of like bears and he's like, roar, and I'm like, dog, you don't know what a bear will actually do. I respect his hustle, obviously, and it goes to the marketing piece. These guys are going to get paid, but Jake's about to realize that Tyson isn't a character, you know? In his next, in a YouTube prank or some shit, you know? I saw his eyes I'm referring to Mike Tyson, and he looked very intent, and it looks like he's got old guys complimenting him, and you know what happens when old guys compliment Mike, you know? He's like, "Oh, dang. I have daddy issues, you know." So he loves that shit. He loves being complimented from old dudes in boxing, dang. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, dang. It's going to go one way or another." For real though, like when Mike gets in there, it's not like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I mean? What do I think of, like dodgeball? The rules of dodgeball: duck, dodge, and pray. Fuck. Because if Jake tries to, I'm not trying to do some official breakdown for this, by the way, but if Jake tries to like influence the ring or whatever, I just don't know how that's going to happen with, especially with this this fight being sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? I think that Mike is just, I don't know, at 58, I still feel like he has some pride about his records. So I don't see him relinquishing that at all. Obviously there's the age factor. I get it. You know, I'm saying it too, but Tyson's old. Yeah. Duh. But again, have you seen him lately? You know, he's really, really in a good place, even just mentally, to be able to take this challenge on. But the way that if age was really a factor, and obviously the state of Texas thought it was enough to make it 8 rounds at 2 minutes, which I applaud. That's good. They don't need to be in there for all that time. I mean, at this point, we're just worried about like if Joe Rogan is commentating, he goes in there and calls Tyson sir, you know, don't call me sir. All right, man, take it easy. And then, yeah, I mean, Mike's been training like he's eyeing for real a comeback or something, you know. First off, Mike Tyson's not fighting Tyson Fury, that type of shit, you know. That's not happening. And it does feel like, though, that Mike might really make do on some of his promises from that Legends fight against Roy Jones and really make Jake Paul kind of like his opening act of this second chapter. I don't know how long Mike would fight. Honestly, he may not even fight after this, but it looks like he's taking it very serious. And so if we're also just being real, it's honestly like watching a tiger and I don't know, man, I don't want to disrespect Jake Paul so much. I almost said like a goldfish or some shit. But it's just the real reason we're here is obviously entertainment. Okay. I get that. All right. For some reason, we all feel like we know how it's going to end, but we still, like, a lot of us still just want to see it. And we know that Jake's got heart, you know, but heart doesn't count for much when Mike Tyson's uppercutting you. So I'm here because I love chaos to some degree. And I think that the same way that misery loves company, chaos loves company. And this fight is basically like a live action meme. You know what I'm saying? So to wrap it up, because like I said, I think that it's going to be fun and everything else. Mike Tyson's going to fucking fold Jake Paul. All right. And we're all going to, laugh about it. Kamala Harris supporters are going to cry about it. And some of y'all are going to tweet about it. So whether you're Team Tyson or fucking, I don't know, what's Jake Paul, the Paul Posse. I don't even know if that's a thing. I think that we're in for some top tier entertainment. So, Jake, if you win, I don't care to eat my words on live stream, so I don't give a shit. But if Mike wins, I will be talking about that. Jake can go back to making fucking diss tracks or whatever he does, because the only thing he'll be fucking trying to figure out is his next move after Friday. So that's what I got on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight this upcoming week, which is still for many of us. All right. Okay. Unkle Raw and Vada Fly, Hitman, Holla, and Power Moves. So, Unkle Raw just released a video on 15 Minutes of Fame. Bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and post this in here so you guys can right-click it and go back to it later. All right, so there's the link for the video I'm about to discuss and what I've been reading and all that shit. So let's go over it. First and foremost, the Power Moves card was incredible. Snake, J2, Big K Twerk, Geechee, Hitman. I know I'm missing some names here. Anyway, I'm not doing a whole breakdown of the Power Moves card, but what I am going to break down is what has been buzzing in hip, especially in the battle rap culture, when it comes to what Unkle felt. He uploaded this a day ago. That's what it was. Okay. Let's go into the whole situation between Unkle Raw, Vada Fly, and Hitman Holla, okay? We're going to break it down. I'll get into some of the details as far as I know, and then what I perceive as what it means for the culture, what have you. But first and foremost, again, shout out to everyone in the chat. Y'all make this live stream what it is, you know? And so we're going to keep it pressing forward. All right, let's start at the top. Unkle Raw kicked off this video with a ton of respect, okay? This man has been a pillar in the battle rap community for years. The first time I met him was at Mass 6 this year, and to speak to like the place that he's put himself at in the community, I was honestly just super excited to see him. You know, I've never met him before in real life, but I've obviously watched a ton of his videos. Always tune into 15 Minutes of Fame and all that. So this guy's always shining a light on others and making it a point to push the culture forward. Okay, and so that's something that I think we got to recognize first and foremost. He gave Vada and others like props for bringing like attention to the culture, and you can tell that he's genuinely proud when folks succeed. I feel like I don't know that it's in vain. I don't think that it's disingenuous. I don't think that there's like a bad bone in his body about it. Okay, but yeah, let's talk about the real reason Unkle Raw decided to address this publicly. Okay. He was clearly hurt by Vada Fly, and I get it to some degree. If you've had any sort of positive interactions with someone, shared a mutual respect, and then, you know, I don't know, they're clowning you online for an incident that happened at the event. You know, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough, especially battle rap media being so. It's just there's not a lot of reputable battle rap media that we can lean on, okay? And so I was happy to see that Unkle Rod made it clear that he didn't mind Vada talking about the incident, but felt as though like the extra jokes that Vada had on top of it and some of the belittling were unnecessary, okay? Vada Fly did release a video today saying that they were all jokes, and he's like, oh, you can, you know. P.S. He did say today, Vada Fly, that him and Unkle Raw have spoke, and they have cleared the air, and it's all good. So I can only, you know, you can only take his word for it, Vada Flies, okay? Anyway, he didn't, like I said, so Unkle Raw didn't mind that Vada was talking about it. Thought the jokes were unnecessary. You know, like, what did he say? Fucking, yo, you got my number, essentially. Why not just hit me up, you know? Which is not ridiculous, okay? Very fair, in fact. If we're really about the culture, we should be able to handle things with each other respectfully, I think. What do you, with those that are, you know, closer, even just watching the situation, I'm curious what you guys think. Was Vada out of line? Or is it just part of the game, you know? All right, let's break down what really went down though between like Unkle Raw and then Hitman Holla. First off, I don't know exactly the inner workings of what their relationship is. I just know that Hitman's not exactly a big fan of Unkle Raw. According to Unkle Raw, though, there was some confusion about whether he was allowed into the event because Unkle Raw, essentially gets a media pass to some degree, and it's like, even though Hitman Holla made it known, I will be fair, he made it known that everyone was going to have to get a ticket. Everyone was going to have to get a ticket. Which was, again, fair, but there was some confusion there for Unkle Raw, I guess, about whether he was going to be able to get into the event. So Unkle Raw, he's been in the game for fucking 15 years, and he's not used to exactly needing tickets per se, okay? And to keep it all the way funky, shit, if Unkle Raw came out to a Mike Masters event, not if, when, I don't know that we'd charge him either. Shit, I mean, to get that kind of coverage from 15 Minutes of Fame would be amazing, okay? He's always been on the list, it seems like. And what that can bring on is a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Entitlement. And that's what word I'm looking for. So when you don't get that entitlement, if you're consistently getting that free welcome, I don't know. You could, I guess you could feel disrespected. I don't know. I don't agree with Unkle Raw here on this point. Like if it's a matter of just getting a ticket, then get a fucking ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? But this time, again, he didn't have one. He didn't have a ticket, and so when he tried to like clarify, he felt like he wasn't getting a straight answer. If Hitman had just told him, this is what Unkle Raw said, that if Hitman had just told him directly, you're not welcome here, then Unkle Raw said that he wouldn't even have shown up. But as he said, that did not happen. So that's something that obviously lends to their non-communicative relationship. They're not talking. Okay, so I don't know what kind of breakdown you were looking for from him per se, but that was not happening. All right, let's fast forward. This part is where it gets kind of interesting for me. Unkle Raw was still outside the venue filming. Now he does this. This is again I'm trying to understand from Unkle Raw's perspective here. Okay, that's his job though. Okay, so he goes out, gets the interviews and all that. He was doing exactly what he's been doing for years, all right? Getting the content that all of us want. Because if folks didn't go to Rap Grid and get the pay-per-view, they're waiting for 15 Minutes of Fame drops or Let's Talk Battle Rap drops on Twitter. And waiting to see any sort of clips or anything, to be able to stay in the know. Which Unkle Raw does make a solid point, okay? If people are like watching those clips, okay, like of the content that all of us fans want, it's because they want to see that exclusive shit, right? So he wasn't trying to disrespect Hitman, I don't think, with that. He was just doing what he's been known to do for years. So is it fair to call him like the TMZ of battle rap, or is he just giving the fans what they want? I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. Like, is Unkle Raw, I don't know, wrong for filming outside, or was he just doing his job? Because I think that there could be a debate there on both, on how that even looks like. Now, this moved into what folks are talking about is like the heated moment or whatever. And so Unkle Raw went over the tense interaction with Hitman inside the event, where he tried to be respectful, greeted Hitman, but Hitman wasn't having it. And look, I guess Unkle Raw kept it real. He was prepared, for shit to go down, eh? Perfect. What? No, he wasn't. But he didn't want it to go there, apparently, And dog, it's a pretty big event, so just like keep it kosher, keep it fine. There's no need for fights. That's what I said. he did mention in this video how he respects all the battlers, you know, including Hitman, but he wasn't sure why the situation had escalated the way it did. And from the third-party perspective, from my perspective, it's because Hitman doesn't like you, Dag. There's not a lot of understanding that needs to happen outside of you two having a conversation why he doesn't fucking like you. So I personally would be extremely excited for some sort of like, you know, understanding between you two for the betterment of the culture moving forward. I just think that you two are too important to be really not, you know, on the same culture's team, you know? So, and that's where, for me, the confusion lies in general. Like, what's the root of the tension, you know? Where does this all stem from? And we wouldn't know. And honestly, I don't know that it's important for them to really leak what that is. I just would like for them to get it worked the fuck out. Through all of this, you can tell that Unkle Raw's love for the culture is extremely strong, obviously. Even in the way that he presented the video, you know? Like, it was very... just raw, just like wanting to be very, very honest. And from his perspective, at least, you know, it's difficult when you're talking in a vacuum to get all the facts right, because you can only go from your side of the story without any other perspective interrupting or presenting their side, right? So, but you can absolutely tell that he loves the culture enough to even put out a video like this. So he's not perfect. Obviously, he admits that. And come on. He's not who's a trained journalist that's running battle rap media? If there are, I respectfully, I apologize, but Unkle Raw in particular is not a trained journalist. All right. So, he loves battle rap so much and wants to get the fans the content that he wants. And, you know, through some degree has become a trained journalist within this culture. So the traditional idea of a trained journalist, you know, I might even push back on that. But he, you know, there were some things that Unkle Raw was obviously at fault for. Like, I mean, just like thinking that you're just going to get in after it was explained in detail by Hitman that, you know, everyone had to get a ticket. Anyway, definitely some missteps on his part. So he's open to the criticism, Unkle Raw is, and I can understand that, you know, I can understand him not defending his character and not wanting it to be or defending it from getting attacked. I understand that, especially after all he's done for the culture. So I'm appreciative that he wants to move forward. I'll be watching from the sidelines, of course, but he needs some clarity on why things got so hostile, you know, with Hitman, I think. And obviously he portrayed that. And that's real. You know, we all deserve to know where we stand with people, which is why I said that there should be some sort of conversation, whether it's, I don't care for it to be like on Champion or something, by the way. But I do think that shout out to Jay Black. That's not, you know, I just don't think that needs to be aired out like that, I guess is my point. Which begs the question, like, how can the culture like move forward if we're not communicating clearly with each other? You know, it's not just a culture really. It's like in regular life, you know? So at the end of the day, it's all love. Unkle Raw ended up making that clear, which I appreciated as well, but there's definitely a need for more open communication in this community. And I stand tall on that for myself, dog. Like, there's some things that I definitely, want to make sure to continue to keep open communication on, you know? So people have to be able to air things out without tearing each other down, dog. Like, that's just regular shit. I feel like that's what's going to keep battle rap, you know, thriving. But I do want to know what y'all think who have been following this at all. What's the best way for folks like, I don't know, Unkle Raw and Hitman to squash these kinds of beefs or issues? Should Vada have approached things differently? I don't know. You know, I'm curious to see what the conversation goes in the comments and what some of your guys' thoughts are, because there's a lot that comes into it. Because Mike P ended up releasing a video today, you know, talking about Vada. And there was a situation that happened in 2018. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is a deep cut from in reference from Mike P. I don't know if this deserves that, but just saying that.
Hey, yo.
About the Kenny Lewis situation, and I'm not going to go into it super. I'm not going to speak super big about it, but man, do you guys remember that shit? Like, I don't know how long folks have been following battle rap, watching this right now, but man, when Mike P brought up the Kenny Lewis shit, I was like, oh, that's right. That was crazy, dog. That for real almost took away Champion. Jay Black's mom was dying, and like he was dealing with that, and there were just a lot of shitty comments from these fake profiles. Came back to find out that it was Vada Fly, and man, the culture was not happy with Vada Fly, and I don't know. Obviously, again, Vada Fly is doing a ton now. You know, the fuck, he's got that. I don't know if he still has the show, but he had the show on in New York on Fox. You know, the covering battle rap like on a news station. So I know that I feel like Vada Fly has battle rap in his best interest. Or excuse me, he has the battle rap culture and it moving forward in his best interest. So that's what I do feel like. But it was just interesting that Mike P was like, "Yo, man, that's crazy that Vada Fly is trying to." Hand Unkle Raw an L when he should be the last one to hand shit out like that. Now, hindsight's 2020. Again, Vada just came out and said that he was joking and that he had spoke with Unkle Raw. So this is a situation that's ongoing. Again, very big on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter, follow at Mike Masters 801 there. We are very active there as well. Battle Rap Twitter is alive and well, as it were. And so that's my thoughts on it. Again, all love for the culture. I think the Unkle Raw understands that, and I'll be watching from the sidelines, but I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. So close the book on that one. Also, really quick, again, incredible event. Ruin Your Day. Filmed the whole joint, just did a great job. So that was incredible. I really, really enjoyed Power Moves. So super, super dope. All right. Let's move on from there. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about because we're about to watch Shox the Rebel and Soul, but I wanted to speak into like the preparation for a battle. How important is your prep? What type of things that I've done recently for like battles that I've been in more recently as far as prep is concerned, and what has helped me, and then draw on what I've heard from other battlers as well. Now, I'll start with like Thesaurus. He said like read, revise, repeat, you know, or read, edit, and revise or something. Anyway, he is in a mode of like writing everything and then editing and then, you know, repeat it, you know, just to keep doing that until he's ready for the battle. Now, something that I do find interesting is like from different battlers, at least, like how do some of you guys come up with like your creative concepts, you know, your schemes and the punchlines that you're going to end up doing? Like, what's the process of finding those unique angles that you can find effective against your opponent? You know, is it a matter of going through and watching 4 to 5 battles? Lucky Desperado, he told me that he'll watch every single battle damn near of his opponent, which is an interesting thing. I mean, Thesaurus is also circle back. He has also spoke about watching a good amount of his opponent's battles because he wants to be sure that he's not saying something that has been said to his opponent before. And Lucky is just that much of a tactician that he wants to be able to understand who he's battling. And I don't personally do that. I'll watch like 2 or 3 just to pull out, just to be able to understand. Like, I can write about like, oh, and you said this, and then like have a bit of a bit about it, you know, like bullshit that someone says. You know what has helped me though is Nick Jones. This happened after my battle with Spades, but like Nick Jones brought up an interesting way to approach battles, which is to basically write a list down of unfettered thoughts. So to have like an entire, whatever you would say to the person if you weren't being politically correct, or if you are their friend, you would say it to them without having any recognition of the consequences. So literally anything you want to say to them, you know, and then make a list of those, and then start picking, you know, pieces about those, and then start writing around them, which I have found to be, and I haven't battled since my battle with Spades, but in perspective battles, like I've just practiced with it, and it's been just a very unique way to at least put schemes together. Excuse me. And then there is Emerson Kennedy, who has spoke about having a thesis for each round. And so having like an underlying point of what he wants to speak into, and then creating his round around that thesis, which is also very interesting. I've not ever done that. Like, oh, this is all, you know, maybe I have like, and not thought that I was or something, but I haven't like conscientiously been like, oh, I'm going to have this round dedicated solely to this, you know, because the way I write is more stream of thought. So I don't reverse engineer punchlines, which is something that is super different for me to try to create. But not that it's difficult. It's just not where my wheelhouse is, you know, like I just want to rap. So like, I'll just start writing and then build off the last word, or, you know, start to create different lanes and angles through what I'm just stream of thoughting. That's how I go through it. And then the memorization piece goes to like, what are battlers doing to memorize their rounds effectively? Okay. This is like one of the most important pieces, obviously, of the battle rap prep, because, you know, being up there on an island is very, very difficult. It's something that can be very daunting, to be honest with you, because you're not performing a song. Performing a song is like just performing the hits, you know, and you get to the back. Sometimes folks have their backing track on there, so they can not remember their entire song, which I don't particularly care for, but it happens. The point is that you're not doing the same thing over and over, which is very unique for battlers, you know? Like, battle rap is just very, very unique in that every single time that you see a battle and hear verses out of a battle, those are constructed only for that battle. They're very unique every single time. It's not like going to a concert of your favorite artist, you know, where you know exactly what's going to be played or whatever the case. You just literally don't know what's going to happen. And so the memorization piece is super unique. I'll go back to Emerson Kennedy, how he goes through and he'll memorize. He'll start to spit his round, and at any point in time when he's rapping, if he messes up, he goes all the way back to the top, like all the way back to the beginning of the round, without which is different for me to hear from him, because I'll just like, oh, hold on, let me start from the line before. And it makes sense because you want to have clean rounds as opposed to, excuse me, you want to have clean rounds as opposed to fucking with your memory and being like, I don't know, for me at least, like fucking up and being like, okay, well, as you're spitting it live, you know, you're coming up to a part where you consistently are fucking up. This happened to me. This happened against Nez in the first round even. I would just re-practice from the line before if I fucked up. So I knew when I was rapping, I was like, I'm about to say the line, and this is about, even in practice, when I fall off, and sure as shit, it's the same thing that happened. As opposed to being like, fuck, let me just run the whole thing back. I think that's way more effective than the latter. So that is interesting on the memorization for this. When it came to like I said, the last battle with Spades, personally, Nick Jones was, very adamant about making sure to, 5 to 10 times a night type of shit. And then if you can run it again. So I just devoted it to repetition for that. And it paid off. It was very good. That's not something that I did for the Nez battle. It is something that I did for the Lunacy battle when I came back. I'm not saying that those rounds were, strongly impressive. That's not the point. The point is the memorization technique that I took, which was just repetition, and doing it from over and over and over, to the point where the battle with Spades, I felt comfortable adjusting my third round on the day of, because I was like, well, the whole thing's done. I'll be able to memorize 2 to 3 more lines, and and be able to present them. And maybe I won't present them, but I felt so comfortable in that. So the challenges of memorization under pressure and how slip-ups can affect a battler's performance are so unique, and they're so important to address when it comes to your prep, and there is this new phenomena. It's not phenomena, excuse me. There's just this new thing that's happening, and I don't know how long it's been happening, but checking your phone on stage. And I don't know how I feel about that yet. I do want to see a clean performance and what have you, but it does make me feel like we're moving away from the essence of a battle, and just moving into, let's just make this entertaining.
Bang, bang.
Which, again, I'm not sure where because as a promoter, as a league owner, I obviously want it to be entertaining. As an artist, rapper, battler, I don't like it. I personally don't like it. If you're not here ready, then I don't know that you should be checking your phone. I don't know. Like I said, I would love to hear in the comments what you guys think about that, because I think that that's something that I've been noticing just a ton lately. I think of even Danny Myers' battle against Frack, and this was one of the first times that I had seen Danny, slip in a battle, but it was his third, I believe. And he was walking around and he's like, fuck, and he proposed the question to the crowd, which I think might be the bridge to my internal struggle with it, is like, well, do you guys want to hear these bars? Because I can read them, or I can pull up my phone, It wasn't something that he went to immediately, which I appreciate personally. I mean, that might be too, what I also recognize that I'm saying is it might be too purist, maybe, when it comes to battle rap. And so I'll own that. Having said that, I just appreciated that Danny did that first, and then the crowd was like, oh yeah, and all good. He was able to, read the rest of his round, and he got through with it. So that was great. But I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that, because memorization techniques are so critical, man. Also comment maybe some of your guys' own techniques. I would love to hear and read what those look like, to be able to pass on any sort of knowledge to folks, Then there is balancing creativity, I think, with consistency. So there is experimentation that happens pretty often, like taking creative risks. I can refer back to Spades in this last battle he had against Martin Luther Lean when he did the typewriter joint. And that was a creative risk that I thought paid off very well. The crowd loved it. But I can understand that if he felt that might have been a risk, what if it flops, Emerson Kennedy does this all the time against XQZ on iBattle. He literally said, I'm going to give you guys the first 2 rounds. He said this in his first round. He said, I'll give you guys the first 2 rounds just as long as you let me be creative in the 3rd round. And he's been, EK has been very open about like staying creative in it. He read the book by, what's his name? Something Rubin. Come on. Oh, what is that book called? Hold on. No, come on. What is his name? That is insane. Who? Okay, I got it right here. I got it. Hold on. This is important because this is a great read, and I can't even believe I can't. Oh, God, Rick Rubin. Christ on a crutch. Good God. Yeah. The book that Rick Rubin wrote, which was, what is it called? The Creative Act. And there's a quote after it. The Creative Act. Just look up Rick Rubin, The Creative Act. I think it's something of being or something. But anyway, in that book, it's consistently talking about challenging yourself creatively, you know? There you go, The Creative Act. Thanks. I don't care if they check their phones in between rounds, but during a round is no good. Yeah, I agree. I agree too, yeah. Anyway, so in that book, Rick Rubin speaks to creativity, and it's not for the audience; it's for yourself first, as it should be. I agree totally with that. Like, there's no reason art should be constrained to, hey, is this going to make me money? Because you're going to get disappointed more often than not. You know, so that's why I think that in preparation for a battle, like balancing that creativity. Also staying with your consistency is going to be is very important, like the experimentation with like wordplay or multi-layered schemes. If you are sparring with someone, they're like, that's not it, it's probably not it. Having said that, this is a very difficult place to live here, okay? Because of how, and I'm going to segue into the next part, which is the crowd. That's the next piece that we're going to talk about. But staying here, if it's not hitting like in a sparring session, look, your sparring partner doesn't always know. Okay, I'll be honest about that too. But it's important to create. It's important to be creative. Okay, but delivering consistently and with the solid material that we are expecting as fans. We understand that you should understand that that's what we want too. So essentially staying in your lane while taking exits along the way is crucial. I just think it's crucial to be able to keep your act fresh. Hold on. Is this? Let me see. Let me make sure that this is. There we go. That's a little bit more focused, I guess. No, it's not. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's a little bit more focused. All right. Anyway, yeah, so that's part of the preparation. Like, what are you going to do different in this battle that, is going to be either like, I don't know, viral, I guess is the best way maybe to put it too, but also staying consistent for your fans. So the mental preparation piece also is super big, I feel like, in handling the pressures of it. And by it, I mean being on an island. If it's your first battle ever, the only thing that I really communicate to folks is to just it's important to just get yourself out there to understand what the experience is like, because there's nothing like it. So that's the first part. Okay. There's some folks that are just built. There's some folks that just love to, for real, battle. And they have that internal pride about their skill level and want to make sure to show that shit off, you know? And that's something you can't teach. But being focused and calm during battles is so, so important, man, because like there's so much shit that gets slung that isn't, you know, personal. Sometimes it is, though. I'll say that. Sometimes it is. But staying focused and calm and completing the job is like super, super important, you know, especially like in these hostile environments where a lot of shit is being talked. You know, how do you find that some battlers are staying confident, you know, to avoid that slip up? Because what happens is that if you can get into your feelings, and when I say you, I'm saying it proverbially because I'm speaking about myself too. You can get into your feelings and you can completely forget about your rounds, you know? And then not only are you sitting on that island, you're sitting on that island without a fucking life vest. So, and it's because you can, you know, you don't stay calm. I refer back to like Johnny Lingo and Mike Bailey when Johnny Lingo was like, and NT Money just brought this up in their battle too, but like Johnny Lingo was extra disrespectful about Mike's daughters. And obviously within the context of a battle, like I could take it as like, whatever, you know. And I'm glad that Mike took it that way and still coasted through, you know. But there's folks that really they can crack under that type of pressure. So having that mental conditioning to some degree, per se, and being able to handle pressure is super, super important for your battle rep preparation in my purview. There's also the stage presence effect, you know, and the energy that it takes for that, like your physical preparation, beyond like the bars you spit, whatever scheme you think is clever, however hard you memorize, whatever the case is. There's an important factor to physical presence. And when you're sparring, if you're able to spar with literally someone in front of you, to be able to start to get mannerisms down on what your performance level is going to be and what your presence on stage is going to potentially feel like, I strongly encourage that being the approach, at least like a week left, because that gives you at least a vision in your head about what to expect. Obviously, knowing where you're going to battle. If you've never been there, maybe it's an away game, you're out of state, I would look up the venue on Google and take a look at the land, take a look at the lay of the land, you know, as it were, and being like, okay, just envision the space in your head. Even if it's a matter of like hitting the promoter up and being like, hey, bro, like, I don't know if you have 15, 20 minutes on a Saturday, but I would love for you to get on a Zoom call or a video call and walk through the venue. I just want to see what it looks like and to know where we're battling at, that type of thing, you know? It's important to find where you're going to be able to do your projections within your match, within your battle, and that comes with those sparring sessions, right? And the stamina that you're going to have through it, depending on how much physical type of movements you're doing. Your voice is also like the main fucking attraction here. So making sure that even when you are sparring, if you're going to go 100% every single time, which I don't suggest every single time, at least, just make sure that you're taking account of what that like literal physical part of that preparation is going to be for you. So I'm curious, like how battlers practice, like maintaining their energy throughout like a performance, especially in longer battles. Like how do you mentally prepare for something like that, you know, because they're all part of it. So in summary, for me at least, something that is super, super important is to understand that this is a mental and physical grind when it comes to like your preparation for a battle. So I can break them down into like concept development. Essentially, I'm trying to do this like in a way of like a essay or something. Like then we spoke about memorization, the techniques that you're doing. Are they being effective? Balancing your what did I say? Creativity and consistency. So balancing that. Random is the calmest ever to battle. Yeah, he's so calm. And I've watched him spar, and he does a very good job of that piece, of like the memorization piece and like his delivery and his stage presence. So again, like concepts, bar crafting, essentially, the techniques for your memorization, the balance of creativity. So like something new potentially in the battle, and then also staying consistent with what we know from you. Sorry, that's 3. How do you handle pressure? And then just trying to get mentally prepared for some of the mud that's going to get slung, and then literal physical understanding of your stage presence and the energy that it requires. I think that those are like big things to recognize when you're prepping for a battle. Obviously, in the comments outside of here in the live chat, I'd love to hear from battlers on what their perspectives are on these particular things, because it's important that we continue to share with each other on different ways to make ourselves better. So that is my take on that part. And that segues into the scorecard and can the crowd sway a decision in a judge battle? Let's just start from the top here, okay? The reason for, and I'm doubling down on this as I should, the reason that we have 3 off-site judges and 2 on-site judges for our for our battles is because of, I've already answered this question for myself. I think that the crowd can sway a judge battle. I think it absolutely can. I also know that I've watched battles, since Atheist is in here right now, Eli Ace and Atheist. That was a battle that I think that Atheist had a little bit more of the crowd, and per the judge's decision, it went to Eli, and that was in the room. I'll be honest, I was surprised at that. So then that goes into, look, we got crowd reaction versus like quality of bars and material. Okay. You have indicators, right? So like, are loud crowd reactions always an indicator of what the quality of the bar is? And the answer is absolutely not. Okay. Cause they can be misleading, and that's okay. That's part of the performance aspect. Okay. But it's also important not to get caught up in the gas of it, because that is a place where you can really get fooled and led down a wrong way of doing things. Let's see. I listened to older gangster rap leading up to the event. I don't know if anyone said anything. Said listen. Oh, I didn't touch on listening to music. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that. I mean, I love that. Emerson brought up that he listens to a lot of motivational stuff, and some of the music that he listens to. I also listen to music. I already listened to a lot of Ransom, but I listen to that shit like on 100% type of shit. That Slaughterhouse, that type of shit. Damn, that one stung, Atheist. Man. I think it's a good example to make the point, though. Okay, so back to here, and I appreciate you guys chiming in here. Thanks, Spades. I appreciate it. If you have like a longer comment, man, just throw it in the video at the bottom. I'd love to read it. Anyway, the crowd reactions aren't always an indicator of what a bar's quality is, okay? They can be misleading from my personal purview. But there are battlers that do rely on crowd control versus purely focusing on their content, and one of the biggest performers from Power Moves, Hitman Holla, he's super, super big on crowd control and super, super big on performance. Like that's like, it's obvious across the culture that we all know that. He even says it, It's not like I'm not going to see a Hitman Holla battle to be like fucking, 10 out of 10 on bars, like, oh man, I've never fucking heard that before today. Sometimes it's like just too I don't know. It's not there. The content isn't always there. But his energy, his fucking vibe, the way that he really captivates an audience for real is super, super impressive. And it really can sway a crowd. And like, then you run it back and you watch it again and you're like, oh God, like, no, you know? But that's a healthy balance, you know? So what we're speaking about right now is the impact of a crowd reaction, and does it sway judges and battlers? While you're even battling someone, if they get a big crowd pop, it's important for you as the battler to not fall for it. It's just don't fall for it. What you can take a mental note of, and what should take a mental note of is, okay, well, those are where the crowd popped. Those are where the crowd engaged the most at. Am I going to rebuttal that? Because that's the one that they are going to remember, at least, and you know, to go off of that part. And so you can get an equally large reaction from their initial reaction. Then you got to think about like home court advantage. In my purview, at least, like crowd bias absolutely can impact battles. That's why if you're doing away games, it's super, super important to make sure to, from the jump, whether it's from when you land or whatever, that like this is you wherever you travel to, you know? So it don't matter. And I'm here to put on a show, and the crowd is going to recognize that. Even to speak to the crowd, yeah. And on the top of a crowd swaying a judge, absolutely possible, 100%. So understanding like how crowd bias can impact battles, especially when, you know, even when you're performing in your home league, let's say that, because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, do the regular thing that I do. It's kind of it's good. It's an advantage you have. So I want to speak more into like the away game stuff, because overcoming that challenge is really where you're being able to grow as a battler, because demanding that this is your platform, you're like, yo, man, y'all wanted me here type of shit, you know? So I'm going to give y'all a show, and I hope that your homie's prepared. You know what I'm saying? I hope that your homie's prepared, because if he's not, then it's about to be fucking real bad for him and this after party. You know what I'm saying? Or if he is, then we're about to go to war. We're going to have great footage, and it's going to be dope. So either way, I'm winning, that type of shit, you know? So it's taking away that home court advantage not only is it's important, obviously, for sports teams, but it's very important for a battler to at least like do your best to nullify that home court advantage, because of the crowd reaction that they're going to get. You already know that they're going to get fucking crowd reaction. This is their home league, you know? As they should. Biased crowds are going to stand by their fucking people. This is just in life. These are just human tendencies, okay? I'm always going to ride for the people that I ride with until they show me that I should not be riding for them, all right? So as a judge, where does that objectivity amid all the bullshit and the noise, how does that come into play? Like, how difficult is it really for judges to remain objective when the crowd's fucking going crazy? That's the hard part. That's why we go to the three judges outside of it. I think Dre said in a breakdown, God damn it, what was it? He mentioned a bar that I think it was that Dumluck said or that Mike said, one of the two. But he had mentioned that like, oh, it went over the crowd's head, but it didn't go over mine. Like I was rooting, you know, like I caught it, you know. That's like important shit to me, to be able to catch all the content, you know? So like amid all that noise and chaos and the crowd going wild, how it can become difficult for a judge to remain objective there. And I agree with that. I can see that. Like you also are in situations where you're in a social dynamic that's being at play that you want to make sure to not make enemies, I guess. Man, you fucking heard the crowd pop like that. I know, but he didn't say shit. He didn't say anything. So, you know, you could be mad at me for my judgment there, but like, I don't know. Like, these are the strategies that judges like I'll say for myself as a judge in the past that I've used to stay focused like on content. rather than crowd hype, because I am equally at fault for falling for hype, even as a battler, bro. Even as a battler, you know, like getting knocked off your square because like the crowd just popped for something for your opponent, when it's very, very important to stay calm, cool, and just like focus on either your bars, or B, as a judge, just the content. Like, is it, and also the performance factor of it. That's why that's very, very important in the scorecard. If you're doing your job, you're going to get those points. So they're doing a great job there, you know, and that's important to stay on that, on that. But like our objectivity as judges is very, very important to stay on task. And sometimes that could be, not even sometimes, more often than not, you know, we could fall victim to recency bias and a crowd reacting wildly, you know, especially if the content really isn't there. And also there's this, it's not new. Again, it's not new, but like when a battler starts yelling after a bar and shit, which is great. I love that energy. But again, there is an objectivity that could be thrown out the window. When that happens, you're like, oh man, this guy's super fucking confident, dog. Anything he fucking says is going to land for me, you know? So that's interesting. Like, when you see as a battler, how do you adjust your performance on the fly if you're not getting the reactions that you're expecting when you were writing? I know that I'm not going to, I just know, I'll just say myself, you know, like if I write something and I'm like, man, that's fucking undoubtedly dope, dog, and there's no reaction to it, it's something in the past that I've dealt with, the expectation of a crowd pop and the pop doesn't happen. So there's the adaptation of your performance of being like, shit, I was expecting to kind of sit in a pocket for like 2 seconds while the crowd's reacting, and they're not reacting. So I didn't practice for that. And now my whole fucking game is off, you know? So what do you do? Do you switch up your delivery, or do you rely on different, on pulling different segments from other rounds, or do you just stay in the pocket? For me, that's why this last battle that I personally was in, it was just important for me to wrap my shit and just go right down the line. And if it got a pop, it got a pop. And it's important to like be able to stay in those pockets, but like head down, stay focused. And this is proverbially speaking, not like literally just with your head down, you know? Yeah, every battler does got a few of those for sure. So yeah, again, going back to adapting like mid-battle on this piece, like I just want to know how some of you guys adjust your performances, or do you craft your rounds around crowd reaction? And when you don't get that reaction, how do you stay focused? Do you find yourself switching your delivery up, or it's like, God damn it, now I got to fucking freestyle because I forgot everything. Okay. And again, that goes directly to crowd reaction. And it's not just for swaying the judges in this case. This is swaying the battler actually in their round, which can sway a judge's decision if you get knocked off your game. Okay. These all interweave together. All right. In longer events, this is my last point here. Obviously, crowds can get tired. Okay. So that could lead to like mediocre, tepid reactions, even for like solid ass material, you know? So how do you guys prepare for shit like that? You know, how does that affect the perception of, a battler's performance from either a crowd standpoint, from an on-camera standpoint, you know, because there is crowd fatigue, and there is effects of it. And I recognize it, you know, not just as a battler, but as someone who orchestrates an event, because I'm like, oh shit, we got to get through this, because I can feel the crowd waning a little bit, and I definitely want my battlers to be able to have as much energy as possible, you know? And so how do you guys handle that in those longer events when you can recognize that a crowd's getting tired? Are you switching up your flow? Are you switching up your delivery? Because the impact, again, of the crowd reaction is so important when it comes to swaying judges and battlers and your opponent in a judge setting where only in-house judges are being utilized. So I wanted to speak about those two things before we watch this battle. And let me see. I got to make sure of something here. Just want to make sure. Okay. So I appreciate you guys' comments here. Again, would love to know what you guys hear on that, but that's just some pieces that I've understood. I would love to get like a round table, as it were, and run one of these and get more perspectives on this. But just to get the conversation going, I think it's important to at least start here as a talking piece. So appreciate y'all on that one. Let's move on. All right. Let's move on to Shox the Rebel versus Soul. Hey man, shout out to Don't Flop. They are the shit.
Yo, welcome to Checkpoint 4. We are here, Concrete in Shoreditch. We have Mitch, the ultimate main event of the day. It is the official Don't Flop title match. Please, one more time in the venue, make some noise for Don't Flop.
Okay. I'm going to go past all the intro.
Take a match.
Oh, shit. We're about to get started. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. Again, thank you, Cammy, for suggesting this. This is, again, from Don't Flop. I've never seen this battle, but it's been highly contested, apparently. So we're going to watch it. I'm going to do this. This is much better. Okay. Bear with me. We'll take this off. Beep. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? Yeah, on the top of the crossway. He is. Man. All right. Let's go. Here we go.
Of course, up first, we have 7 judges, 7 very good.
7 judges for this.
Judges. Whenever you want, Checkpoint 4, the final battle of the day.
Holy shit. Hey, for real, we were gonna have 7 judges for the final. Okay, hold on 1 second. I want to make sure I have my scorecard ready. One moment.
Yo, welcome to Checkpoint 4. We are here, Concrete in Shoreditch. We have Mitch, the ultimate main event of the day. It is the official Don't Flop title match. Please, one more time in the venue, make some noise for Don't Flop. On the social medias, they're on the screen right about now. A couple shout-outs. Shouts out to Mary Jane UK. You see me rocking it right about now. If you fancy the snapback, please go on don'tflopshop.com. The link's on the screen. Also, huge shouts to Camden Brewery for sponsoring this event. And of course, shouts to Concrete Space in East London for having us out. Whenever you want, Checkpoint 4, the final battle of the day. All
right, here we go. 7 judges.
Let's get straight to it. I am ready to walk in your shoes, bro. I mean, there's doubts in their minds, you know, but today I came to remove those because their brains are wrestling with whether I can undertake a match like this. Give them a true show, but I earned you on the way to the ring, and this shit gonna end with a tombstone, boy. I'm too cold. 3 rounds with flame in this clown. There'll be a shift in the boss, your wig's coming off. Either way, I'm taking your crowns to get to breaking me down for the street talk. For this one, I'm putting down those flames. You're still gonna kneel. My arm's strong, cause stepping on that rock made me a household name. It's a shame what I'm doing. You say his soul was shaking, he couldn't handle it. When Shox got at him, soul was taken. If making strings of one bar multi-punches makes you special, I'm a freak show, I control the mob. Gabino's, he knows, my name followed by green. CeeLo, I catch cases on rotation. Heathrow, cross the line and get voided. 3-throw, 2 legends, got heat covered. De Niro and Pacino for giving me the... 2 legends, got heat covered. De Niro and Pacino for giving me the boss eye after leaving shit looking like Debo. Cause I finally caught up with this virgin like TiVo. That shit ain't hard. That shit ain't hard. Like that punch you swung when Jefferson lost face. Still you got banned from the league because violence on stage is something the boss hates, but then you came back and became champ. It's like they gave you a hot plate. You let this gas trick bypass the bang because you couldn't stomach the lost way. Change. And I came to flame on son. You know once the son of Sam Cooke, a change gon' come. I'll go for 10 months, baby. It's overdue. They're overdue. Because you don't really do what a champ is supposed to do. So this right here, Mark Wahlberg premiere. Yeah, they clap for the shooter. Last time I was entertained by a great Scott. Watch Back to the Future. Do your work. Cause you bitched out on Tony. You ain't earning shit in the least, you're like Hank McCoy. Cause your daddy had to plant a seed to turn you into a beast. I mean, your first 3 years battling, nobody fucked with you. I ain't even been battling 3 years and I'm stood in front of you. That was my day. That was my day one mandate. Don the apron and put one on the knuckle like a Mason's handshake. You're more emo than the man Drake. But my whole campfire, so raise a toast. I've been spitting flames over bread to put this target on the wings. I had to spit fire that went playing over heads, then drop bombs to spin my ally on his axis. Cause this chopping block made for your head jet, so you can see how sharp my axe is, cause execution is everything. My punch count, Shakespeare's what I've done can murder a Scot. It's nothing to kill the king. The best boss. Since you want to play with a curse, I'm gonna hit hard with those. The moral of the story? Well, you should have been careful which craft you chose, so go ahead. What the fuck? Go ahead. Pretend to be clever. Spit your phony verse with flair. Tell them how you're gonna storm the beach in Normandy in 43 and be the only person there.
Let's go, Shox.
I know. You're gonna say I fucked up the Hangman reference, like it was poor and it was shoddy. But fishing killers don't waste time drawing on a body. Should probably mention 7th birthday. On stage you lost it, soldier. You look drained, cleaned out, didn't deserve to serve caustic soda. Your career went so far. Then soon as you acted gang star, caught more hate than solar. All those robberies you got away with just to die asking for smoke like Omar. Those bars. Those bars ain't something. Yo, those bars ain't something I'll speak for your respect. Let's see how much you love the wire when it's twisted round your neck, Jay. Catch your breath. I need this. My end game, let's go. I'll pay a younger of 50 to slash your throat. That's a fucking death note, so let's go. Just know I don't spit the street shit to diss you. It's because I got a photographic memory, so as an artist, I can only draw from what I've been through. Now it's your time to die. You got an animal in your boat. Life a pie, I'm trying to live. So it's your time to die. You got an animal in your boat. Life of pie, I'm trying to leave behind a life of crime. I guess it's one good deed for another because the title's mine. Fuck off. Let's go.
Yo, he said I don't do what champion's supposed to do.
That's good.
Just don't even try it, bro. What? Rinse every contender till they have to scrape the barrel to find me one. Yo. Hey, yo. What up, Don't Flop? Yeah. There's some shit we need to get addressed. About my third title match in the level set for the next contention. Shit, I've been defending against these plebs and every weapon that gets they step and saying they next up till they get crushed. Shit, you better tell them. I write a madness, the pad is remanded, the pen is sectioned. Psychiatrists have to wake it up inside like evanescence. Psychiatrists have to wake it up inside like evanescence. But still, it's this time, it's this guy, till they get rejected, then forget them quick as my 27 level setting steps to get my rep to legend, never mentioned in any sentence with the any henchman, 10 a penny, beggy cretin, URL clones with less aggression, dick sucking, roster filling, petty yes man, flavor of the month, one trick pony, co-main event, and peasant. But yo, if they say he's the next ascension, then Jet condemn him, and you can know that the road to hell is paved with the best intentions. Let me simplify. Getting this shot must be dead depressing. It's more a compliment to my dominance that you got the shot without any question. Yeah, without any question. No fans upset, no debates, no ifs, no ands, buts. Yeah, because I've rinsed the whole roster out that had some threat. You ain't the next one up, you just the last one. No fans upset, no debates, no ifs, no ands, buts, yeah. Cause I've rinsed the whole roster out that had some threat. You ain't the next one up, you just the last one left. The upper half and middle, he already know what theory and he barely hopes he'll make it close. I can't take him serious. If he Shox, then you're thunder. Cause I'm definitely seeing him and the noise you make will let us know how far away from me. But still, I'll put the punches behind me. They think he went Bruce Lee on dude because you rely on wordplay. I gas him up by speaking truth. You supply the ticket link. I supply the reason to. They wonder he can even win. They wonder can I even lose. It's the only thing he's ever done or ever will to get decent views. I'll get a better offer than this in a week or two. This hands down, no question, the best battle that he will do. So how's it getting peak for me? Cause this is the peak for you. When I battle against my inspiration, I got writer's block. When he battles against his inspiration, it's this title shot. Talk about my diet. It's harder than deep. What's up that stupid enough to bite when you bark up that tree? But when my sons become stars, when I depart from the scene, no, that's the only thing similar to Marley and me. I bang bang wagon that shut ears and I echo chamber. You're trapped in a bubble. I'll expose what he's written. It's your mother that Shox when his vibe's written. Your biggest accomplishment is nearly beating Tony Live. They judge me off by wins, not the wins that I almost had. Ballroom battler, had to whip out the death note for the physical embodiment of the fiddler's elbow. But you put him on a big stage, he's boring as fuck. You got this battle off a loss. Him and Tony was judged. And I ain't saying you don't deserve your shot. That would be totally nuts. I'm saying you only deserve your shot because nobody does.
So was Frank in...
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, good work there. Okay. Let me just get this knocked out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus, this first round is fucking insane from Shox. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just counting up bars that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That almost had wins at the end. Do I count that one? I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I'm going, yeah, we're going to do this. All right, we're about to break it down. Okay. Okay. And it's okay. Someone's got to win the first. Someone's got to win the okay. So, I mean, it's not a bad round. That's fucking a good score. All right, so we're going to start with Shox, okay? This, for Cammy, I don't find this to be a difficult round at all to call. I think that Shox won this one clear. First off, the household name. God damn it. That just started off with a big pop, you know? I did also write down here that it's just incredible conviction from Shox. Like, going first is always difficult, and he did not allow that to affect him. The De Niro, Pacino, the heat throw, the heat. I mean, just the Debo, that whole pattern had so many interweaving bars in it that I just was so blown away by that. There was like at least 3 punches in that alone. I wrote on here nasty. The stomach, the loss. Wait. Oh fuck, bro. That was sick. And then also that got a crowd moment. To be fair, I did put down here a little later, the crowd is gassing. I did put as they should. It is a championship, but they are gassing a little bit or a lot of it. The Son of Sam, change gonna come. The Great Scott, Back in the Future, dope. He did his own version of like Big Boyin'. Damn, pause. What the fuck, dog? That was outrageous.
Hey, yep.
He did his own version of like, sunning him because of I've been here for 3 years only, and you've been longer than 3 years, and look at how far I've come or how far I've made it in this long. I put on here again, homie has presence. Like, it is just like he took this battle by the fucking throat, bro. The Shakespeare murder a king. Oh, come on, bro. I put down punch heavy, just nasty. Star in the beach. Storm in the beach, like Normandy. The only person there. That got a huge crowd reaction, but also I reacted when he said it. I was like, God damn, dog. So that was also a moment. I don't know if you guys caught that he caught more heat than Solar but he started that with the Gangstar reference. God damn, just so nasty. That was such a big thing, and still to some degree is. And then the animal in a boat, the Life of Pi. Fuck, bro, that brought the whole crowd down. I get that 2 points, and wrote down nasty. So I have over 10 bars. For sure, punches, for Shox. So I gave him a 5, a 3 on performance, a 2 on conviction, and a 5 on moments. So he scored a 15 for me there. Soul, he did pay off that initial rhyme pattern with the Evanescence part. And that was a moment because he started off kind of slow, and the crowd was very, very hyped after Shox, took the roof off. It was important for Soul to get something early, and he did that. After that, I wrote down here just rapping. I just need bigger payoffs. Having said that, I wrote down I appreciate it. I obviously appreciate good rapping. I just want to make sure that, if you're going to continue to do that, staying in those patterns, as you called them here, Cammy, those pockets, there's just got to be a payoff at the end. There's just has to be a payoff. The road is paved with the best intention shit. Nasty. Also, the Evanescence bar, again, that's also a moment. He did catch a moment there for me. I did put on here that he's talking to Shox, which is something that I wasn't really expecting, I guess. But Soul has a lot more clout with the crowd, it seems like. And so for him to be like, yo, you're stepping on my type of turf shit, it was dope. I like that. Talk your shit, dog. The lightning shit, the how far away from... if you're Shox, and y'all must be the light or the thunder. From the sound that I hear, what'd he say? I just put down how far away from he is, away from me he is. I have that as 2 points on the moment because that shut the shit down. That shut the shit down for me. I was like, God damn. See, that's what I'm talking about. Those payoffs after those pockets is super, super important for rappers that are like that. That rap like that. Because you can get caught up in just like hitting a scheme and being like, oh, they're just going to be impressed with how well I write and how well I rhyme and how well I, can weave in and out of a pocket like that. When I'm looking for something very different. Now, right after that, there was a slight slip. And I put barely, but I didn't dock it because it was very slight, but it is important for me to note that. This is a peak. This isn't a peak for me. This is a peak for you. I like that. Again, just need better payoffs. And then the almost had wins. So I had him at 7 punches, for Soul. Again, I think that Shox controlled this round. 4 points on punches, 3 on performance, 2 on conviction, and then 3 for moments, which gives him a grand total of 12. So 15-12 for Shox going into the second.
Frankenstein's lab design, right? If you're gonna rap, so it's Frankenstein's lab design, right? If you're gonna rap a line like that, do it properly. Putting shook through a bar was enlightening, but now you give your life to a body and watch this. I want you to spit this shit like this boy too clever. Then you got to the next wordplay and went out on a limb to stitch it all together. So let me pick him apart. So let me pick him apart. I watched you destroy Rapture like, oh, that's hard. But you did it in London. I guess bro lacks heart. Because like honey, I shrunk the kids, I made him feel a big man in his own backyard. So stop faking your heart. If I let a glass go, kiss goodbye to your face in a bar. I'll leave you painfully scarred and change your whole view of London when your eye takes in a shard. Wow. I ain't caustic in a fight scrap, I'll fight back. I can get bell later. You can get a boot in your grill, tailgate or a box sole or a hellraiser. Watch him try and lay Shox on the counter like you sell tasers, cave your eye socket. Cold fact, it's in my jeans, the Levi's twisted when I throw back a whole weight. A whole weight off the shoulder, bro. No strap, I've been running like the blue like the cold tap. Hold that shit here. I already told you I'm raising hell, so pray for help. Before I leave you with so much fucking brain damage, you won't know how to behave yourself. Rowan did you dirty. He pictured death on the card, like how that tarot go. You got so much shade from sun, you should be feeling parasol. Now you have to go. Now you have to go. But they can live with it. See, your punchlines are weak. They're just delivered slick. It's the flow that carries soul like the river Styx. I'm a flip.
Who's that saga shit?
Let's talk about how insecure this comes. You reference the UFC every battle, but the comparisons lack any substance. Because you defend before we can attack every time. It's where it's crutches, just like the octagon on count, we can see the fence behind the punches. In between battles, you just sit at home alone playing Hearthstone like it's a cold hobby. Crying yourself to sleep at night because your social life is so shoddy, but that's why you chose the name Soul, innit? Because you got nobody. Even took up online poker with the chat room just to have someone there and break up the monotonous choice of solitaire or wash his hair and That's why the generic romance shit ain't got me scared with both these. Just playing the cards we were dealt, but they're blind to the fact you're going all in because it's hard to tell. Against C, you mentioned Blizz and Chris, like without them he wouldn't have done half as well. Which proves you're just jealous of everyone that's blue like Gargamel, it don't half well.
Smurf bars! Papa Smurf.
They don't harbor well with the fans. They love the fact that you white loves, but when I want to hear your voice off stage, it's like your mic's off, because you just do it over a check like a night top, like a write-off a fee. I don't need to lie or pretend. Whether or not I'm paid in full, Mitch will die in the end,
That's fire.
Especially when I quote this next line that he said. Against real deal, you said, along this guy, down this guy. I'm not about to let a teacher take away my golden time. Fucking wait a minute. Run it back around and hold it right. Did you tell a crowd full of dudes you were gonna dome a guy? In the middle of a scheme about having the coldest fight, like I won't just lie, that's some suspect shit. Whoever told you to fight is fucking sick. Watch you jab a left, hook a right, snuffing quick, then pin him down and suck his dick. You were just a tick on your sensei's bucket list. When he said throw 2 punches for every one he throw, that's the ratio, and then put him in a submission position and finish him off with fellatio, that's right. It ain't really my thing to make a joke, I'm just showing you I got gold on every level like a Stanley Holmes, so mate, let's go. Call me fake. Just know they ain't taking the heart off of me yet, but drop me out with all the smack talk, man, understand? You can't copy respect. If I wanted Jet dead for real, it's easy. Roll up 3 grand in 50s with my team in the whip, stuff it in the barrels of 2 shotties, hand them clean to the clip. Tell them Jeff, you peeing for kicks if you being a prick. It means make him vanish from the scene, it's 3G in the sticks. Fuck off.
Yo! So this December, Shox the psychologist, aka fucking Dr. Dimwit, said if you're feeling lonely at the holidays, and you want it, if you're feeling lonely at the holidays, and you're gonna do something stupid, well, I bought a sim. You all can ring it. I'm here to talk and listen. Bro, what do you think is on the wish list? Oh yeah, because there's nothing that's going to make me want to not kill myself. Like talking to Shox on Christmas. Man, the wife left me. The wife left me. The kids have gone. It's just hard, bro. Yeah, say nothing, so you want to use bars cuts? Yo, they're playing, what can kill me quickest at the time? Fucking slashing at the wrists while they're hanging from a bridge. And with the hand that they're cutting, they got a strap up to their wig. More death on his sims than a psychopathic kid. Yo, everyone that called you with depression are in bags, or were obsessive little fans just pretending to be sad. Yo. Everyone that called you with depression are in bags, or were obsessive little fans just pretending to be sad. Except one. Wrong number. Wrong number. He's just trying to ring and get food. Spent 2 minutes on the phone and he killed himself. Imagine, you ring him up, feeling so suicidal. He sends you a ticket link, like, could be worse cause I'm battling so for the time. Yo, you're You're battling Soul for the title. What? You should have mentioned something, right? Oh, fuck. No, you did mention it. 700 times! Big man, you were so excited for this. It was ridiculous to see. 36 years old. Like a kid on Christmas Eve. What, you know, scrunching up his throwaways? Stick him on a tree. Could have sworn he heard a Don DeMarco by the window just to see him. Man, he's all excited about the title match, like, let's get busy. Because he's 36, trapping in a dead end, didn't he? Since he got points on the snow, you a big friend sissy. You see Shox is just a hoe. The SX tricky. Say that you've been grinding every match I've done lately, and send him off the rails, watch his backside 180. This clash might come crazy, thinking this is a test. He'll slide down the post till he's 50-50 at best. Hope you didn't bring your gun bars. Hope you didn't bring your gun bars to then test your penmanship. We best friends forever, this what Red Dead Redemption did. I saw Jim dug his best ever entrances, facing the plank on some Ed, and Eddie shit. Facing the plank on some Ed, and Eddie shit. Facing the plank, you've been sentenced to drowning, lad, for your mutiny. The crew with me, never a crown or champ. That's what rebels do. Arse tone, never but doubting that. He a rebel without a cause, you a rebel without a chance. I don't have guns, that's just the sound of my raps, bro. Spit these bars, they slash tongues and collapse lungs. I don't need a strap tuck, I'll just put a grand up and watch the look on his face change with a bag on his head like Mardon. I'm mad tough. I give a fuck if they do the trapper, cause he's getting tired of it, that's a proven factor. Tweeting, I need a job, this is getting old. What a stupid wanker. The rebel flagging in the hood like the Duke's a hazard. I put him through the rafters. You can never be the champ, you just reach the front of the queue, I'ma send him to the back. But in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man can start raining. The two-eyed man sees through it, ain't partaking. The bird's eye showing the kingdoms they aren't saying. And my third eye open, they thinking I'm stark raving. More like thinking I'm Stark Raven, nah, I'm Carl Sagan with this pen, bruh. Fuck the makings of a star, I see my next son. But they went twice at the fiddlers like they next up. And make them think they have a chance in hell, till they get one.
Okay, that was a different round for Soul there. All right. Okay, I see you.
Shit like that.
Good round. I'm gonna. Okay, let me go over this. That was nasty. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Okay, so he's got 9 punches. Shox got 9, so he gets 5, 3, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. God damn, I had him with 4 moments there. So 5. I mean, just staying with it. 14. It was a very strong round from Shox, man. It's going to come down to, for me at least. Well, anyway, okay. What did you think of my win? I'm going to change this here. Thanks, Soul's name's Jed. The lay Shox on the counter like he sells tasers. Yeah, that one was crazy. For sure, that was crazy. Okay, and then... yeah, there was at least 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, I have 9 punches, so 5 for Soul, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got that as a tie. 14-14. I have that as a tie round from both. Okay, let's go over what we got for Shox. Soul really needed a lift, and I think that he got that on that one. More death on your Sims like a psychopathic kid is hilarious. Yeah, that was nasty. I had that here for Soul. Okay, the life to a body, stitch it all together. That rebuttal was a moment in itself. Shox that was so sick. The Frankenstein thing, essentially, because we were talking about the lightning, just great rebuttal. I liked that a lot. I liked it a lot. I put down here, he seems more comfortable. He does. He just seems like very comfortable there. The Levi's twisted, the cold tap, hold that, nasty. I put down Av vibes that I get from him. He just it's just like bar after bar. Like EFB would want to sign or bring Shox on their team. He is just really, really punch heavy. The behave yourself, man. I gave that a moment. Really had the crowd rolling with him on that one. Carry your soul like river sticks. Psh. The online poker angle was cool. I took one punch out of that. It was cool. I didn't, it just didn't really. I play online poker too, so it's not that it didn't resonate. It just was cool. I didn't really, The blue like Gargamel. I mean, I don't know. All good. The paid in full makes you die in the end. Fuck, dog. That was a moment. Very good there. And then, oh my God. Oh shit. I actually have one extra star here. I have Shox winning 15-14. Sorry. Pause real quick. Hey, yep. Doma guy. Damn, that whole shit was hilarious, bro. Hilarious. And he just kept going. I'm not gonna fucking go over every single one because he, said a bunch of shit in there. But damn, that just collectively that stood as like a shake the room moment because like initially from the start when he said it, you could tell that it was about to get fucking real for Soul, especially how he was presenting it. That was just so fucking funny, man. Against him, what he said to you, Doma guy? What is it? Oh my God, bro. So funny. And then 3G in the sticks at the end. Just a great round again from Shox. I mean, 2 15s in a row is fucking insane. Soul, I do have, with that said, I do have Shox up 2-0 right now. What do you think was on my wish list? And then the great impersonation. This whole thing was a moment. The wrong number killed himself anyway. God damn, that was hilarious. Just so dope. And he stayed in that pocket. He just stayed hitting with that angle. That was so funny to reference a post that he put up and to be like, don't act like you were fucking being genuine, bro. And also, what do you think? Like, I'm actually wanting to hear you fucking talk and other people, and they're not going to kill themselves. That's what's funny. I put a hilarious and impactful. I liked it. The throwaways on the tree. Again, he was still doing the same thing. That just stood out. That was just so funny. It's so funny as an ornament. Yo, the Ed, and Eddie shit. 2 points for a moment. That was dope with a bag on his head. That was really, really dope, actually. That was really, really dope. And then the Stark Raven third eye. Dog, I actually have 2 fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually 15-15. I have 2 stars. Oh, I didn't even count the second star because it looks like squiggly shit. Hold on. You guys can't see. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. Actually, it's 15-15. Whoops. So that's a tie. That Stark Raven was nasty. I thought that was 2 points. Very good round for Soul to bounce back from. Honestly, this was a matter of the 2 most impactful parts of both rounds, which was the start of Soul's round, the hilarious piece about talking to the homie on the phone, and then Shox going into that entire the Doma guy thing. It was a battle really of those 2 and who was able to execute those more. And then obviously with other pieces, I really do appreciate Shox's rebuttal though. That was like I was like, oh shit, here we go. All right. So I have it. I got it essentially 1-0 right now for Shox. All right, here we go.
This one's going to be a little different. Punch for punch, I already proved I can walk with him. What I need you to do is listen close. Come walk with me while I talk to him. Jed, your pen is truly lethal. The stupid people don't think I can play my part 2 like a movie sequel. So this round they get bar on top of bar. just to prove we're equal. Does your name hold weight? Does your name hold weight? So I had to calculate how to move you. I watched many a rapper damn near lose their mind trying to chew you, but they skirted around. So I'm putting my rhymes through you. What good's a 30 centimeter to the side of the ruler? You know what's a foot. You know what's a foot. You couldn't measure my traction properly. All you do is pick an angle then multi. That's why the gassing never bothered me. Bringing two elements to the table only gets reaction periodically. Yes, reaction periodically. You follow me. You lack chemistry. It's physically something in your biology. That's why I'm breaking you down to a science. Your career will never go full circle with angles in your reliance. Let's cut to the chase. Fool's birthday. You said the Costa got slapped up because he exposed your friend on stage and they got your back on. You said there was no place for that shit in battling. That's kind of mad, bro. Didn't you get the biggest reaction in your life exposing rap to you fucking hypocrite? I thought you wrote more. How are you still using the name Soul when you sold yours? You hold more than that in your pen, but it seems your heart ain't letting you back it. He don't walk the walk, he talk, he took it too far, now all he getting is stuck. Make sure punches with added weight were used to ensure that you bodied him. But that's just added weight for you to ensure that your body sinks. I'm writing them off. While you witness intimidation, just fucking lie in a box. They never thought we'd be clashing. And you're already clashing. Yo. While you witness intimidation, just fucking lie in a box. They never thought we'd be clashing. Now you're awkwardly catching bars that send scrubs to the hospital in orderly fashion. I told them, when we come together, I'm liver. I make it matter, underground like a hadron collider. Get me with it. I make it matter, underground like a hadron collider. Get me with your Nestle throwaways. My pad's on fire. It's funny. It's funny training days got me here, as you mentioned. Because I watched you a blackout, my G, and after a little Snoop Dogg, your pen brought the crack out of me. But you love to read, right? Read my lips, pussy. You are dead soft. I will fold your corner. Then when I come back, we can pick up where we left off. I came to remove the thing. Fuck going back and forth in a circle like a hula hoop. Every one of your lines on a block twisted like a Rubik's Cube. You stand there and talk about my life underhanded because you won't leave your fucking house so you don't understand it. Where I'm from, trust and hope is earned. But I know you can't trust a soul in a city where the dope gets burned. I mean, friends and enemies switch sides. That's a trope I learned. It's like soon as they enter a sketch of a suspect, both sides turn. You get a picture? Statements they're writing fast. That's when shit gets violent after them. Bullets go invest in a load to keep them silent, partner. It's fun. And it's funny, because the same cunts who call me fake when they spit rounds of it, the same ones that holler for flake when they're in town and I'm sick. I nearly gave up, gripped a razor like quit the BS4, one push a disc in your front like a PS4. My mind is raw, but we live different lives. For instance, when your dog died, you shed tears slumping in your drum. My dog died, I had to shed tears while I was comforting his mom. These days you're concerned with getting head of some tail or spitting lines with your boys. I'm more concerned my head's telling tales. It's different sides of the coin. So fuck your crazy shit. I know the personals you spray with, kid, cause like your heroin, it's all in vain if you take a hit. But we see H's different. So you mess with pronunciation to set off your shit. Trouble is we only see that methadone rappers when they let you get off the fix. I'm bored of this shit. So this is for all those who said I couldn't do it. Same ones who didn't believe I could rock with Tony. Then watch me bring fire to an animal to even odds like Mowgli. You're only as good as they paint you, Jed. Still a formidable foe, but I'm hungry. Any other rapper wanna be quick on your toes or catch what I owe you in the middle of soul. Fuck getting exposed. If he's come with that and you're clapping for it, that's dead talk cheese in a trap. I'm snapping on this rat's neck. Let's get to the facts, Jed. Let's get to the facts, Jed. I ain't done half the work, half the battles, half the words, not even half the travel, and I'm still up here making half the battles. So who can really... It's a fucking pardon, so you get no pardon. Your plan's over, you melt. The title nicked. Soon as we get to the pen, you got a hand over your belt. That's standard procedure. So judge me for my crimes. But whose name's more deserving than mine? Soon as the bars were locked, the key to your freedom was realized, and you've just been serving your time.
Yo, my third round closer, I want you to show me less love. I just don't think you got what I was trying to say at the end, but I said they win twice at the Fiddlers like they next up and make them think they have a chance in hell until they get one. So welcome. Don't mind the hounds at the gates. Ignore the mounds of remains and towers of flames, the pitch smoke, brimstone coming out of the lake and the sulphur shrouding your face. You come around to the taste. You hear the howls of pain from the dam bound and restrained, now being flayed. The sound that it makes so loud that it makes the ground start to shake. He's now in a quake, falls down through the place, comes out in a cave, and all he thinks now is to pray. Opens his eyes and he's surrounded by grey, looks down, it's the same. Shook as hell, couldn't tell if he was pushed out or escaped. No body around him, no form, power or shape. Just doubts and mistakes echoing round and round in his brain. And how it would change if he was just down here again. All the hours he'd waste, and how at your age a crown or a chain was his proudest of aims. He can't breathe, he's drowning in shame. He's now gone insane and can't tell if he's been here 10 seconds or thousands of days. You see? Hell's what he put himself through when he accepted this. You see, hell's what he put himself through when he accepted this. Tweeting all day about how tough his prepping is, stressing over everything, over questioning his penmanship. Purgatory's when it clicks, he's 36 and all he has left is this. My left hand pushed him there, my right hand let him live. The echo was regret he neglected shit just to prep for this. Taking breaks to sell or take cat and sniff on the ends, and if at the end he quits, that's when I sent him to heaven is. Now do you get it? It's literally groundbreaking. I'm not your soul, son, I'm your sin and your salvation. I'm not your soul, son, I'm your sin and your salvation. Spent all this time thinking how our pens shape up. This ain't a pen versus a pen, it's a pen versus a paintbrush. Straight up, fuck the scene, man to man. Judges, please. Mid-30s, mid-20s. How are you looking up to me? And how have you become this week? Went to Sheffield to bar out. Seen Theo and his boys. He started taking bars out. And I blaming that on the scene. He ain't got a front from his fans that ought to come at his family. Brought him up like a man. He thought he ducked from the scrap, then thought he won in this clash. Got too much bone in his head and not enough in his back. I ain't saying that you're weak, just that you aren't well-rounded and you beefing when you speaking like you sparked men out and then you ended up on stage doing bars then pouting. Guess that's why he called the rebel. The arse fell out him. Shit, I'm like Pesci in Casino. I'm like Pesci in Casino. You beat me with your hands cool, I'll come back with a knife. If I end up with a stab wound, I'll come back with a gun. If you're the first to let the strap shoot, I'll come back with a black watch / SWAT and a tank too. That's a metaphor, just to let you know I ain't the type of chap who you'll hear in interviews saying they stripped me of my manhood. Well, you can beat me the fuck up in a fight, Shox. That's true. The difference is, you stick it on my toes, you would have to. But if you keep chasing But if he keeps chasing titles, then he'll stay in hell. But I'm too petty for mercy. I'm a retain as well. You think I'll let his bandwagon jumping, style biting, middle-aged, obsessed, fanboy, faggot, dweeb take the belt? Then I got 2 words for you, Shox. Nah, you're a champ. So you want to hear, right? Poor lad. Win or lose, bruv, I hope you listen to this verse back. Gain some perspective on battle rap before it's too late to turn back. Because this title means nothing. And you don't even deserve that.
Okay, all right. Okay. Good job from both sides there. Let's see. We'll do 1, 3, 4. Oh, man. Really? Jesus. Okay. Wow. All right, so let's start with Shox the Rebel, the part 2, like a movie sequel. You know it's a foot. When you're doing the measurement, god damn it, the reaction periodically, that was a moment. The full circle, angles, nasty. How you call you sold when you already sold yours, fucking crazy. I put on here, don't interrupt. This is the crowd shit. Just don't interrupt, man. What the fuck? We're good, dog. Let's go ahead and take this off really quick. Okay. Yeah, he was cooking, Lil Cat. Underground, Hydro Collider, pads on type. Man, Jesus Christ, he was going off. That was a whole moment there. Pick up where we left off. Nasty. Etch a sketch of a suspect. Both sides are turning. Oh, my God. That got 2 points. And then to invested, like in, oh my God, keeps rapping. I like that. Like just going through, even odds like Mowgli, I put here, he's separating himself and his stage presence is insane. And then making half the battle, that gave another moment as well. So he collected 5 points from moments for me, 5 on punches, or excuse me, creative writing. 3 and for performance, 2 for conviction for another 15. I don't think I've ever scored a 45 before. That's crazy. So 45 total. Soul, the rebuttal flop, the air is out of the room. You can feel it at the beginning. Taking too long to get to the point. At this point, I don't care what the pocket is. I just want to, like, you know what this guy just did. You need to take control. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, just being able to read the room, you know. The sin in your salvation, that was a moment. The pen versus the paintbrush. I also had that as a moment as well because he was definitely like trying to gain steam, and I appreciated that. The mid-30s, mid-20s looking up to me. You know, again, just that's dope. You know, he was a younger cat going against an older cat. All good. The arse fell out of him. The rebel, you know, arsenal, that reference, dope. My toe, like you'd have to step on my toes. You'd have to. And so I have 5 punches for soul at 3 points, 3 on performance, 2 on conviction, 2 on moments for a grand total of 10. So 15 to 10. I actually have this a 3-0. 2-0, excuse me, for Shox, the Rebel winning this battle 45 to 15, 10, 25, 15, 10, 25, 37. So 45 to 37 for Shox, the Rebel. What an incredible battle from Don't Flop. Thank you for that suggestion, Cammy. Appreciate you on that. This has been another episode of Run It Back. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that, share. We appreciate you, and we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you for everyone in the battle rap community, the culture. Our at Mike Masters 801 on everything. Thank you to all of our members, and we are going to be seeing a new setup. I'm going to be going over to Beans and Rice. We're going to be setting up over there. So things are changing over here. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and see you next time.
In my head, it sounded better than that. In my head, it sounded better than that. In my head, it sounded better than that. Let me stretch out on this, bro. I feel real good. Gabino. 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 This that, get up and grind.